Roundtable Podcast. I'm your boy Corey G at Small Arms Danny at Trey Speed in the graphic gangster himself Cole Susek. We have the I Want Abs winner Travis Coxworth in the house.
What's up, guys?
What up, brother?
Yeah,
I'll give it to you. I ain't gonna leave you hanging, homie. Listen, so we've got just the Benz behind us.
Shout out.
All
its glory.
Yeah, in all its glory. And Travis flew up from Georgia. I didn't give him the car right out the gate. We trained, we hung out, we did some content yesterday. Yeah. I got it in detail. I wiped it off again this morning, took my time to get down, and we tried to prolong it a little bit.
Making me sweat.
Yeah. How'd it feel to see it for the first time and then to know you're taking it home, dude?
It's crazy. Just seeing it in person, knowing all the hard work that I put in, and it's just jaw-dropping.
Talk about that, because I think there's we'll just say it. There's 1,700 people that signed up for this thing, bro, which I'm proud of. That's a lot of engagement.
Yeah, a lot of quality people.
A lot of quality people, and there was
great results.
Probably 400. Danny knows this because Danny helped with this process in Treadway. Like 400 really good transformations.
Yeah,
it's hard, bro.
Looking at half-naked men and women on your computer screen for
Danny's got dongs all over his
fucking
He loved it. Yeah. That's funny you went there because we talk about that a lot.
What made you choose the word dong
out
of anything? Usually a wang guy.
I just want to get you excited.
You're usually a wang guy.
Yeah, I knew you'd smile.
Yeah, right. Everyone's smiling. Joke.
What do you mean, dog?
I'm wearing my chain today.
Oh, I forgot. It's inside.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Danny. All right. Anyway, back on the rails.
Way the fuck
back on the fucking rails. Yeah. All right. So, when you started off this process, you obviously been around the content and Max Effort, Corey G for a while. You don't win last year. You go back to the drawing board this year. As soon as you saw the car and the prize and things were posting, was it like one of those things where you're like, did you lock in immediately on I'm driving this motherfucker home at all? Like, did you right out the gate? Everyone thinks they think that, but it's like, did yours just feel different this time? I'm trying. You know what I'm trying to get to?
I knew I could definitely place top 10 again.
Yeah.
And then it's just don't know how everybody's going to judge it when you're weight loss, abs, biceps, testimonials, all that. But I told my text group that also joined. That was big support system. I was like, I'm going to win it.
Yeah.
Get it through my mind right there and now. And
you knew you could get your body to like a whole nother level, basically.
Yeah.
Notice
I didn't know if I could.
In there. But just saying. Continue.
Of course.
I didn't know if I could hit that same weight loss number, like 168. I felt was pretty low for me on the first year that I entered, and then before getting dehydrated and the water loss and all that, I was already at 168 going into the final week.
Yeah, that's
so I was like,
going,
I definitely know I can get lower. So
you got those 63?
161 from 198, so 37 pounds
in fucking
12 weeks.
And you weigh what now, like 170?
I'm 169, 170 right now. Fully hydrated. And
and this is how many weeks? I mean, and this is like, what, 2 months after?
Yeah.
I mean, this is that's what's awesome is his walk-around weight is a jacked, yoked fucking 170 now. That's fucking great, bro.
And I will say having the I Still Want Abs contest on the calendar, having that date, keeping going forward was a huge thing.
Yeah.
This year, not having like last year, kind of falling off, sticking to the diet, but not doing as many lunges. And
that's good feedback for us too, because that's what we're trying to figure out is we have a bunch of excitement at the beginning of the year. Then it's like what kind of comes right after that, and then even this time of the year, you know what I mean? Because we want to keep things on the calendar for the community, but it's difficult. I can't give a car away every and it's all. And if I dilute this type of contest additionally in the year, then it's like you want to make sure everybody's building up for this. So that's a little bit of a challenge for us, for sure.
Small little contests or different things, to keep it flowing and keep everybody pushing for that next date.
Talk about your experience of, and then I'll switch it to everybody for questions, but like getting here. You've been watching the videos forever, bro. You've been watching this podcast. You've been seeing the gym videos. You've been seeing the fucking skits at Max. You've been seeing all of it.
Yeah.
Now you're inside of it. How the fuck does that feel?
It honestly feels like I'm just having not an out-of-body experience, but it's like part of the group already. Like I pretty much know everybody when sitting down. That
was one thing I thought was cool.
Sons, daughters.
He's like, I think I already know everybody because it's all the social media.
It's like not everybody knows me, but coming to the gym, it's like, oh, okay, there's Don. Or, it's like,
I love that you Don. Shout out Don.
Yeah, Don.
So,
professor.
That's a professor right there.
Just seeing everybody in person and getting to work with them, I mean, dream come true.
That's so good. I'll throw it to you, Danny, seeing how you watched a lot of Dong.
Yeah. Talk about your
He's
Friday.
analyzed. He's analyzed.
Talk about your Friday night. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking about like from last year to this year. What was kind of like the main separator for you? Like, what kind of made you fucking like kick it up? Because you mentioned like you had a text group and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How many people were in that text group, or what kind of moved the needle for you?
Bro, first off, not only are you a great dong evaluator, the fact that
gotta
you
quit with
He's the number one.
He is the number one.
G's
He's
credibility's going
he's a
down.
great podcaster. That was a great question. Okay, please. Go ahead.
So
Don't Urban Dictionary dong. Yeah. Anyway.
last year I only had one person that I knew join the contest. So the accountability chain wasn't that big. This year I had in our text group, so 4 buddies and then me, so a group of 5. I know we're not supposed to do no free shout-outs, but I got to shout them out. Chris Rustin, Kyle Speck, Nick Rice, and Katie Ewald.
Hell yeah.
Some dogs right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some dogs. They didn't do the lunges consistently all the time, but, they were pumping them out and, still changing their lives.
Well, and one of your friends is the guy who got 3rd place.
Yep, so he wasn't in the text group,
Yeah.
but DMing through Instagram and all that.
But he's the guy you know.
Yeah, Matty Howell.
Yeah, shout out Matt.
Finished 3rd, and then having all that group together, losing 170 pounds roughly, I think it was, between 6
Dude,
people.
that's sick.
I mean, it's just dropping
I
and a
think
testimonial to everybody.
huge.
That's a great tip that next year we should be running this because people that are doing it should be drawing in a
Get your
small
squad.
group. Yeah.
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 I like that.
Like, did you facilitate that yourself? Like, did you recruit them and kind of just
No,
create it?
I mean, we were,
Yeah.
good group of friends beforehand, and then they just wanted to better themselves, so we just kind of changed the name of the text message group from like
Okay.
a friends group, and it's just literally called Max Abs.
Fuck yeah.
So
I love it.
and then
Name your squad.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we're going
I fuck with
through
this.
morning workouts, making sure we did them, different recipes, sharing
Yeah.
back and forth for anabolic fasting, and just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
shooting
Well,
the shit.
I told him when we were driving around in the car that we're working on a thing for the site that has the interactives and it can, give notifications so people, kind of a mix between a private Facebook and a Twitter type of situation. So there can be more accountability, and I think that would be a huge key
Because
moving forward.
y'all aren't on the app responding to questions, 24/7
Yeah,
with
yeah.
somebody else and joining on there. So it's good for other members to hit up
For
the
sure.
app and
For
kind
sure,
of spread the knowledge.
Well, and to your point, there's no notification, so no one even knows when things are being like
taken
going
off.
back and forth.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? So that's like one of the challenges with
Start with the daily
that.
blog, and then there's
Yeah.
2 comments. Then you go back, and there's 30.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So that's one thing we're gonna change
Well,
for sure.
this kind of goes. Remember, like we were hitting on, like what we say, be the fucking unicorn of your
Be the
friend group.
unicorn friends. Yep.
So
100%.
yeah, like talk about the impact that you had because me, Danny, and Jake Holland, like we all had like a nice like support system, and that made a huge fucking.
Is that the meat?
name?
Is that the meat pick?
Call him name.
Yeah, meat picks. Meat picks. But hey, like
I'll
we
just
were
leave that one alone.
we were like us 3. We were sending every like at noon and at 5 we were sending our fucking meals, talking about how we felt and stuff like that, and that made a huge difference. And it all helped us be like more accountable and like more dialed in. So talk about the impact that had like with like your friends.
Yeah, because it's tough, like going out with friends and family that are not doing the protocol and stuff, and watching them eat a cheeseburger or pizza, and you're over there just with the steak and veggies, which tastes pretty good, but it's
not
I want
pizza
that.
and
I
fucking
want
bread.
that cheeseburger,
Yeah.
But yeah, just enjoying it with them. And
I'll tell you one thing that Arnold said is like no cheeseburger tasted better than you sitting in the fucking driver's seat of that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's one thing you always like. Nothing tastes better than being a fucking champion. And I was like, oh,
Praise to
okay,
hear.
Arnold. Yeah, okay.
Drop it.
Thanks for that nugget, bro. But that's the truth, though, because everyone's up against that. I've walked in my dude, there's so many nights I walk in my pantry. My kids love chips. There's like 9 different bags of chips. I'm like, God. And then I walk back out and think, is that going to get you one day closer, G? Or one day further away?
and no one
And then I'm texting Danny, right, and it was a shit show last night. If I get it out. But I mean, that is, everyone battles that.
and
even
knowing it's
me.
a 12-week contest and you're going towards the end, it's like, is that final? You got 14 days left. It's like, I could make it 14 days
Fuck yeah.
without a chip. Like, I mean,
Or even just the way that I set up the protocol in general, I think most people can make it 5 days.
Yeah.
Till they get something. Like, if you can't be disciplined enough to do something you're supposed to for 5 fucking days, you should be questioning yourself a little bit. Get your shit in line.
and then when you're with that group too, having a cheat meal together.
that's epic
all
too.
in. Yeah.
That's cool.
So.
Smiling just thinking about it.
I'm thinking about upcoming Saturday for college football right now.
Hell yeah.
Planning it out, but I will say, because like even on a mini cheat going into either Wednesday or Thursday, back in the fall when you fall off, sometimes when I fell off, it was like, okay, I can have a beer on this day, but then that leads to some M&Ms on that night, and then you're like, oh, well, crap, the whole week's gone to waste. Might as well cheat on Friday now too, cheat on Saturday, and then it just, kind of spirals into itself.
That spiral is the one thing I've tried to do some content on to try to make sure people don't do. Because if you stop it at the first fuck up, it really isn't all fucking blown, right? Not when you have a metabolic rate like you got going on, bro. So it's like, if you do have the beer on Tuesday, which you shouldn't be having, and you eat the M&Ms, don't think, well, the rest of the week's fucked.
I got till next Monday. No,
it's really not.
Wednesday's your new Monday.
Yeah,
now, so,
exactly.
Get back
you
on
just
the
give
train.
it a couple more days, and I think like that right there, because I used to think that too. Well, fuck, I'm fucked. Yeah. Well, no, you're just fucking yourself more.
Just
so now you're
mentality.
double fucked. Danny, what was that fucking group chat name again?
What'd you name it? Meat Picks or something like that?
No, you named it.
No, I didn't. I'm not taking it.
No, you named it.
Yeah. So let's talk about whenever you first started like the contest. Usually, most people they'll get about 2 weeks in, they might not be seeing the changes yet, and they're like, this ain't fucking working, blah blah blah. What was that process like for you? Like, did you immediately feel the changes and see it?
Well, and managing the other people because they might have saw that at least than you. You know what I mean?
I will say the mirror test definitely comes later. Like you're not. The abs are the last thing to pop through and everything. But everybody's numbers with the weights were dramatically increasing during those first 8 weeks probably or so. But
decreasing.
The weight's increasing on the lifts and
I got
stuff.
you. Yeah, I got it.
And then, I think I dropped the first 10, 12, 15 pounds relatively quickly. And then it was just kind of maintenance on, getting the bench and squat and deadlifts and stuff back up and ramping it. And then I wouldn't say for like the peak week and all that, just really dialing it in there on the final, even 12 pounds dropping on that.
Oh, yeah.
Or so.
What do you hear him talking about his lifts still, too? Yeah. That's what I fucking love.
It's
and a couple
the
of guys,
4 pillars between anabolic fasting, lunges, lifting. And
fucking student.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, boy. No, it's for sure.
So, you can't slack off on just one of them.
No.
You got to go all in on
because you can have it all if you go in all in on everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't get that. I swear I'm fucking like a broken fucking record at this point in my life.
It's at the top of
the
the
app. Do I have to anabolic fast the whole time? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
you still doing that thing? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I know
still got a lunge?
I remember there was early in the contest, there was a lot of people getting tripped up that they were like lifting. They were lifting harder than they were before. They were training harder, and the scale kept fucking going up, or it was staying the same because they were getting more jacked. And like, I need my number's not going down. I didn't look at the fucking scale once.
I wouldn't be discouraged on it. Like you just gotta know that it's a whole 12-week process.
Yeah. Well,
don't worry about the numbers.
Yeah, the first 4 weeks, your body's going, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and to Cole's point, a lot of people don't really train volume.
No.
Their body doesn't even know what to fucking do. A lot of guys will add muscle or gals relatively quick. And same with lunge volume. Their legs get fucking yoked up.
1,000,000%. I was going to say the leg. That's probably what it is.
Well, and your body holds a lot more water when you train that way a little bit. But at the end of the day, depending on what you were eating previously, if you go to anabolic fasting, you're probably going to drop weight right off the bat. But I agree, there is some people that are like that. But you understanding that, hey, I'm in this thing for 12 weeks. But it goes back and forth because, if you don't see a little bit of something in the first couple of weeks, which most people do, but there is that small percentage that it struggles for their metabolic rate to get rolling.
Right.
Then once it gets rolling, it's moving. So.
What about like a down day, or where did you struggle? Like whether like it was at week 8 or something like that, or was there like a particular part of the process that made you struggle?
There were certain times like getting out of bed, dealing with either the sciatica or SI joint area. It was like, don't really want to do this squat on this day, or it would sometimes hurt just squatting 95 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was like just trying to work through that, knowing I still had to put the work in the gym, doing the rope cable crunches, ab wheels, all that, no matter what, fighting through. Usually once middle of the day, definitely got warmed up and was able to function a lot. Never had any issues lunging.
Yeah.
With the side hip or anything.
That's good. Usually that comes with the SI shit.
Yeah. And then doing all the lunges on the track, no issues for the most part on that. Couple times having to wait till after school with the school resource officer coming down, or getting track locked in, or whatever track being locked, and have to go to a different track and try to get on and all that. So that was a struggle on that. I would say the toughest would be just staying consistent with the anabolic fasting, like just seeing people, like, you want to eat it, but you can't, and then waiting for a cheat meal.
Follow the fucking rules, bro.
Yeah, but it's tempting,
So you had some funny posts like at like a baseball game or something like that, right? Where you're taking shit to the ballpark.
That was right before peak week,
right?
So
perfect.
Probably 10, 12 days out, and a couple of buddies in the group, they had already submitted their photos. They counted out the days, so they would know they'd be at opening day with a hot dog and beer and all that good
They were
stuff.
probably fucking pumped.
Yeah, and I was
then
like,
you're there with no hot dog and beer.
I waited till because I went to the national championship game for UGA, so that was January 11th, and I think I started the contest around 16th or the 20th, somewhere around there in January.
That proves my point that's why it being a little later is good.
That's
go ahead.
So the previous year I did first day January 1st, and I was like, okay, I got a little bit window there to enter and everything. So I wanted to have my turn-in date before my birthday in April to kind of just have a week of bad food, beer, you name it, and all that stuff.
Sure.
So went to the Braves game. You're allowed to bring food in, which not all baseball stadiums allow you to do that. So if you can fit it in a gallon bag, you can bring it in, type of thing.
Okay.
So I had pork chops, Brussels sprouts and carrots, an avocado.
This motherfucker.
And then security's checking the bag, and they just started laughing. I was like, I'm too close to the finish line to be ruined now. I'm not just gonna buy a $30 hamburger and just eat the meat. So I was like,
the funny thing is though, but you didn't go like, all right, I'm gonna take some cold hamburgers and some sweet You're like taking fucking pork chops and fucking Brussels sprouts.
I'm like, how the fuck do you get this in there? I'm like, you smuggle this shit?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
There was people walking down the aisle like, what concession stand did you get that from? I was like, no man, I brought it. He's like, it looks really good. I was like, it is good.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then also bringing in, because games are about 7:30, so I'm eating it pregame, but then the carb spike window at 9:30, 10 or whatever, you're still at the baseball game. So I bought 4 or 6 bananas into the baseball game, and little cups of peanut butter, and I'm just scooping it up.
That's amazing.
That's so good.
Say it can't be done.
Yeah. Oh, it can always be done.
People make excuses. Nah, you can find a way to.
That's why I showed some of the videos of me just having the hamburger and the fucking in the plastic bags and shit, because it's so basic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's funny that you
just get the protein. Even last night, just walking to the gas station to get 4 bananas and bring it back to the hotel room last night.
Speedway banana carb spike. Shout out Speedway.
Fresh from the source.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, that kind of goes off the no matter what mentality. I know you mentioned that you were traveling a lot, so you were doing lunges in all kinds of random fucking places, right?
Yeah, pulling up Google Maps, trying to see which high school's the closest, and if I can get on that track and knock them out.
And then there was days at the fucking what is it?
Mercedes Benz.
Stadium. Yeah,
last Saturday. So
that's
on
sick.
the turf in front of the cheerleaders. Players weren't out there yet.
Tell them the story. Tell them the story.
All right, so got approved to do the lunges on the field. Did 350 for my first lap, quote unquote, because it takes about 340 lunges to do a lap. And I was like, all right, 350, swig of water, knocked out 350. Popped the shirt off when the cheerleaders were running out when I finished and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And then
were you getting some looks?
Getting some looks, yeah. Had a couple of them say, because a couple of them follow me and, have see the posts on the lunges and everything. Yeah. And they're like, okay, I didn't know you were doing on a game day, too. I was like, yeah, no matter what, every day.
Let's go.
And I didn't want to do them at 9 p.m. later that
honey.
night.
Yeah.
So an assistant coach from the Falcons, I guess, was in the press box, radioed down to the head of security and was like, what's that player doing down there with his shirt off? He ought to know better to be on the sideline with no shirt. And security guy's like, well, it's not a player.
That's epic.
So I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So I don't know if I look like the backup punter or kicker or whatnot, but yeah.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Punter's fucking shredded.
Yeah.
So it was the first and last time I think that I get to do the lunges on the field.
Yeah, but all them little cheerleaders
made it
know
worth
what's
it.
up now.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
It was awesome.
Cheerleaders flexing, winning cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing some traveling out the state. You have to find some the hotel gym. So flipping back and forth between Get Stacked and dumbbell shred and seeing what kind of modifications.
Were you carrying dumbbells with you?
No. But usually the hotels, have up to 40 to 50, something like that. A couple of the gyms across the state will have cable crossovers and different things. And always brought my ab wheel.
Yeah, of course.
Knock those out in the hotel room, maybe a band or two.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone knows you're fucking yoked now. The high school kids were like, all right, this dude's fucking yoked. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, you want a car? And the guys in the morning were like, that dude's pretty – Jay Collins was like, this dude's pretty fucking yoked. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's fucking awesome,
Try to
bro.
get after it best I can.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool. Trayvon, to you. You've been quiet over there. What you got?
I'm curious, like, what was like your one motivation? Like, if there's like a video or a book or something like that, like, what did you keep going back to, like, to fuel you?
So that was one of the big goals for this year's contest. Like, I'm a terrible reader, and I wanted to expand my mind more and learn different things. So I tried to go back from like self-help to fiction as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, back and forth, and I just said a book a month, and I was like, it seems
That's
super easy,
reasonable.
right? Seems
Yeah.
super easy. And I thought it was like so easy to turn on Netflix and, you know, watch Netflix, not read and all that. So I made it like a commitment. And I read your book, obviously.
Appreciate that.
How to Win.
Shout out.
Confidence. And
Yeah.
everything.
How to build confidence.
Yeah, how to
win
be,
life.
How to
there's
not be
a
smart.
couple of them in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then reading David Goggins' book,
Yeah, it's so
Can't
sick.
Hurt Me, was pretty awesome. Because I've read
Did you
Living
read
with
them
the
or did
Seal.
you listen to them?
I read. So
Yeah.
this is all physical books.
All read. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to fucking read.
Yeah.
I got it.
And still listen to the podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just knowing that your mentality can take you way past your body.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the pain and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished that book right before running a 10K.
Cool.
And still doing the lunges every day. But I didn't really train for the 10K at all. And just having that, like, boat crew 2 and 40%,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
it just, like,
That
drove
How'd you
home,
handle
drove
it?
it home.
How'd you handle it? The 10K.
So when I woke up, I wasn't feeling good
Yeah.
that morning. So woke up 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere around there. Race starts right at 7,
Mhm.
and 45-minute drive. Got to get on the train transportation to get to the start line because everything's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Took a couple of ibuprofens just to try to
Yeah.
numb the hip a little
we
bit.
do that shit
Yeah.
before the meets too.
'Cause I literally only ran a total of 4 miles in April and then didn't run leading up to July 4th.
And that's what, 6 miles?
Yeah, 6.2.
Yeah.
Largest 10K in the world. There's 60,000 participants in it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's the women's 10K World Championship. So there's people flying in from Africa, all over the country, world
Wow.
to run in this thing. And ended up running at 51:39.
Mhm.
And so it was my 20th year running the race. One thing that I do
Okay.
every single year type of thing. Kind of big July 4th.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, and I think it was the second
But you didn't train for it
No,
this time. That's funny.
second or third time that I ran the whole race, like no walking whatsoever, and I had a huge blister on the left side of my foot. But I noticed, because there's about mile 3 to 4, place called Cardiac Hill. That's what
Mhm.
they call it, and it's huge incline right by the Shepherd Center, which is spinal recovery for
Mhm.
patients and all that. And they've got them out there sitting,
Oh,
watching,
wow.
motivating, say, my legs don't work, why are you walking? Different signs like that for motivation.
Damn.
But it was the best I've ever felt running that incline up the hill, and I
Yeah.
think it's definitely from the lunges and
Oh,
the
yeah.
leg strength from that.
Well, yeah, you ain't do anything else.
No.
So,
But
it's
yeah,
gotta
it
be.
was
That's sick.
definitely a tough recovery the next few days, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
going straight from the 10K to the track to lunge within hour and a half, just knowing you want the rest of the day to be at the lake or whatever.
That's brutal.
And the first well, it didn't kick in exactly, so those lunges were
It's
semi-okay.
the next day.
The next week. It was tough. I was like, just try to get down there, hit that knee to the track, and get
Yeah.
on to the next one. I mean, the time shot up by 4 or 5 minutes per lap just because of the lactic acid and
Oh.
the muscles being not used to that.
I know the ones on meet day or the next couple of days after meet are always fucking tough. But it's
Yeah.
not an endurance thing. But
Right.
I'm just a rickety mess from lifting so fucking heavy. But
Yeah.
those are always pretty challenging for sure. Danny, what
So
you got?
specifically with lunges, I mean, you've alluded to it a little bit, but what is your like favorite thing about them?
Yeah, and
like-
what's the distance you stayed to, too, for the people that don't really know what's up?
So I did a streak back in 2018, so it wasn't my first rodeo jumping into the lunges. Kind of knew what to expect, but leading into the contest, I hadn't done them in 7-8 months probably,
Mhm.
roughly. And started out with first week 400 meters, get them
Still can't even
loose
sit on
and
the
everything.
toilet if you've ain't done it for 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, they're tough. Quad pump's huge on
Yeah.
that. And then that following Sunday, day 8, 800 meters, there on out. 214 days straight, I think, since then.
Mm.
And they were all around 10 to 14 minutes probably that first month or so. But then once you crack that first, see that 9 and those single digits, it just, to me, kind of the times just keep rolling off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't do them bright early in the morning, so usually there's people at the track when I'm doing, and just seeing their reactions and their faces, it gets me.
Yeah.
It's just like making sure I'm going hard. Like, oh, I'm walking a mile, running a mile. This guy's over here doing half mile of lunges.
This asshole.
And it just like
Yeah,
pushes me.
yeah, you're literally kicking their ass.
But I've done it a couple times where people have kind of been doing lunges on the track and all that, and that's a huge motivation.
Yeah.
Going up to Nashville, meeting a guy on the app that recommended a track and
That's
discussing
cool.
lunges.
Sick.
And,
That's cool.
he had
That's
the
super dope.
max effort shaker bottle, getting out of the
Hell
car, and
yeah.
I was like,
They're like comparing
I was
quads.
like, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to
That's
talk
cool.
to you. I was like, I'm not gonna let you go to your car and
Trey and Danny have a friend at the Grandview track.
Yeah. They love him. Shout
It
out
really,
that guy.
really lights Trey up.
Shout out that guy.
Yo, Kyle's giving me spirit fingers. We gotta take a break.
All right, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back.
The Roundtable podcast is brought to you by Max from Muscle. With us is the director of sports performance, Tyler Treadway. Mr. Treadway.
Thanks, Cole. So, Cole, the other day I had his strength coach call me. You know what he said?
What'd he say?
He said, Treadway, my players, they need something. They need a product that's safe. They're not going to fail a drug test for steroids. It's going to get them results. And you know what I said?
What'd you tell him?
I told him, Coach, we have 2 products that are NSF certified, our Tri-Blend Protein s'mores flavor and our Amino Recovery lemonade flavor. They're both going to get your guys results. Everything that we say is in this label is in the label.
How do they
Yes.
know? How do they know that? With the
Because
sticker?
this sticker right here is the NSF seal of approval that our products are safe for your athletes, whether you're high school, college, professional, doesn't matter. We got you covered here at Max Effort Muscle.
Where can they reach you?
At Treadway at Max.
Thank you, Mr. Treadway. Back to the show.
And we're back to the show. Tyler Treadway's really getting good at those.
He's really getting. He must be getting a lot of phone calls.
Yes.
He's always got people hitting him up.
I think he was a little nervous because I impersonated him so well.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't sure where he
Yeah.
was going with it.
He was shaking.
No, he did good. Super proud of that guy. Proud of Danny too.
it's a great
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
All right, Travis, back on the rails. All right, so you have one of the most unique professions I think I've ever heard of.
That I do.
I did not know this even exist, and I think it'd be cool for you to kind of explain how you got into it, kind of some of the things you get to do. But my man is a professional mascot,
Yeah.
which is fucking awesome. And cool as fuck, yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, I know you have a group of people that you obviously work in a company that does this, but I have never met anyone that has done that for their living.
Yeah. It's kind of
fucking
crazy.
wild.
Didn't do it in high school or college. A lot of
Yeah.
the top performers kind of, do that.
There's
on
the
way
word,
up.
performer. I
Yeah.
like it.
So went to Georgia Southern for sport management.
Okay.
Graduated in 2012 and got an internship with the Gwinnett Braves, which was the AAA team for the Atlanta Braves. And marketing promotions, just kind of got thrown into the backup role when the regular mascot
you're the
guy-
sub guy.
Yeah,
This
like
guy
going
knows-
out to a community event. It's like, okay, which intern can we throw in there today to, pass the
hilarious.
test, not pass out on us, hopefully, and
Them things hot as
deal with
fuck.
some kids. Yeah, all of them are hot.
Especially in Georgia.
Actually, there's
Yeah, in Georgia.
and
Yeah.
so that guy ended up leaving at the end of the season. He was kind of doing news, radio, content, filming
Got
and
it.
stuff and all that. So I was like, oh, it's a full-time job out of college, and then paying me to dance and just run around. I was like, well, why the heck not?
Yeah.
So they actually sent me to another thing you've probably never heard of, a mascot boot camp.
Oh.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this.
Yeah.
dude.
Since I hadn't had too much previous experience
This
and
is
all
amazing.
that. So they flew me up to Pennsylvania. The original Philly Fanatic hosts
Hell yeah.
a 3-day boot camp type thing, learning on
It's like you're going to tight end you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes, this is cool.
So I mean, you get there, got your costume, dance studio, mirrors, and all that. First thing, you're not in your costume. You got to do all these emotions and different walks, looking at yourself, and usually most people are more comfortable in the suit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
seeing
Oh,
yourself
yeah,
and
I'm
act
sure.
out, how to do an army crawl or some hip hop
Yeah.
dance going across and how to react and do big motions.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then build up from there with just the head on or the full body suit and all that. So
Yes.
one of the books I read on this journey for the 12 weeks was by the New York Mets mascot.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a book called Yes, It's Hot in Here, because
Ooh.
everybody just asks, even when you're in suit, hey, is it hot in there? It's like you
Fuck
get tired
yeah.
of hearing it over and over and over.
That's hilarious that's
Yeah.
like one of the most asked questions. I would have never guessed that. That's
Like,
so
well,
good.
I got 30 pounds of fur on me, and it's
Yeah.
80-something degrees out here.
Wow.
Yeah, so I worked with the Gwinnett Braves for 6 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and then indoor lacrosse team moved down from Minnesota halfway through that, kind of the same thing on, hey, we need somebody for our press conference.
Mm-hmm.
You mind filling in? I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then
That's like your role. It
Yeah.
fills in, then
yeah,
you stay.
and then it's like, oh, well, you did a really good job. Do you want to do it full time? I was like, yeah, we can. The seasons don't overlap, so why not? And then
Sick.
so did that. Been doing that since 2015, I think. Won a world championship, got a big ring and
That's
all
cool.
that. And then 2018 got the opportunity to join on with a company called Atlanta Mascot Productions,
Mhm.
where different corporations and sport teams contract through them,
Mhm.
and that became like just too much to run the 2 main mascots that I was doing and them. So ended up leaving the baseball team on that,
Mhm.
and then just rocking and rolling ever since.
Can you say who some of the sports teams are you work with in that organization, or are you not allowed to?
Not exactly sure if I'm allowed to
Okay.
on the podcast.
Yeah, that's
but
all
there's,
right.
some you can narrow it down a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
on the football, but
Where do you live at again? Outside of Atlanta?
yeah.
What kind of animal?
Yeah.
The season's about.
Sorry.
Is that what they do?
Those are good.
I don't know.
That was
I
pretty
tried.
close.
It was good.
And season's about to start too, so if that helps.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And then
Jeez.
we got a couple car wash mascots, Coke Polar Bear, 811 Call Before You Dig, so like 120 school shows with them throughout the year.
Wow.
Dude, the Coke Polar Bear, that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, we do a lot of Christmas events, fall festivals with that, Walmart re-grand openings and stuff, but that one is by far the hottest, the worst. You can't put it on yourself, so it's one solid piece of fur and then a
God.
head that has 8 U-hooks that somebody has to snap you in.
Jeez.
And then you're going hour and a half.
Sweating
and
your balls
it's,
off.
It's just stripping down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also another like part of the workout too. That's not counted towards the workouts.
Yeah, you're
and
doing a
everything.
sauna for your job,
Yeah.
dude.
Running around,
Do you have, like,
squatting up
a-
and down, high-fiving kids, and
Yeah.
Do you have like a sign like, yeah, I'm gonna die, like, or something? You have, like,
Is there like a safe
hey, yo,
word?
get this shit off me. Yeah.
yeah, we've got
What's the safe word?
with the crew we got different hand signals. You know, like,
He's growling.
I need a break. Is he playing dead, or does he need some medical help?
What's
So
that
good.
growling? Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah,
that's fucking amazing.
but
Dude,
yeah,
the
that's-
boot camp is like that
Yeah, well,
blows
well, I was gonna say like, how many people go to this each year, and is it like also like a reunion where like everyone like all the
It
main
could
guys
be.
are like, I'm going to go back here and like just hang out, or like what is that
I'd
like?
say it's for more beginners.
Gotcha.
There's different ones. I think there's one in Texas that different performer puts on and stuff. But there's probably
Is
3
there like
different
5
ones.
people at this thing, or like 30 people?
There
like,
was 12 to 15 at the one
Okay.
that I attended. A couple high schools, couple D3 colleges.
That's cool.
A couple minor. So we had 2 minor league mascots, but I've seen different pros ones
Yeah.
there too, and just brainstorming on different skits
Yeah.
to do or different situations.
I
Try to
fuck with it.
think outside the box, and then hadn't done any reunion stuff or anything like
Gotcha.
that, but working in different like parts of the city and everything. The whole Atlanta crew knows each other,
That's
work
cool.
together at numerous events and stuff, so we kind of,
That's fun.
feed off each other's energy, and we got some crazy ones down there that
So-
can do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, so
That's
in this
cool.
industry, like, I guess who's like the top 5 mascots? Like people are like looking at them,
Yeah.
like those
Who's
are the,
the
fucking
goats?
guys
Yeah.
right there.
Okay. So me watching YouTube videos, Benny the Bull, Chicago Bulls,
Fuck yeah.
he gets
He's
after it
on the
pretty well.
skateboard.
Phoenix
on the
Sun
Good-
Ape?
Yeah, the Suns
Gotta
Gorilla.
Be. Or the Sun's Gorilla
Yep.
gotta be up there.
He's crazy. The trampoline dunks, ladder dunks. Orlando Magic guy, he's really good.
Yeah.
He jumped off a 30-something foot ladder into a big basketball hoop.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I
Yeah.
remember that.
Huge respect to like any baseball mascot because they're out there 9 innings,
Yeah, it's long.
sweating. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
The
how
minor
long
league
the game.
baseball mascots are so important to the team, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And I'm sure you saw that by being in the minors like that.
Yeah. And I had a buddy that just did the World Track Championships, I think, out in Oregon, and they debuted a mascot called Legend, which was a Bigfoot.
Okay.
And he was just all over the place.
That's
like,
cool.
With the athletes, doing stuff right when they finished and all that. Sydney McLaughlin, when she set the world record, he had a sign ready. Because I was like, hey, dude, I'm watching for you just to try to catch them on the sideline and everything. I was like, I'm mainly watching for Sydney to, break the world record. He's like, I don't know what that is. Like, who is that? I was like, she's going to set a world record tomorrow, so you better have something ready.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was 400 hurdle.
Yeah, the 400 hurdles,
Yeah. That's
insane.
sick.
But, yeah.
What's like one of the craziest things that's happened to you?
There you go.
I got to perform with Ludacris in our.
All right.
Shout out!
We know you're listening.
Yeah. What up,
Get on the
Luda?
pod. So during our world championship run for lacrosse, we were having different performers come in
Yeah.
during halftime and everything. So we got him for the championship game, and I didn't know that I was going into the game. I didn't know I was going to perform
Dude,
like
that's so
on the.
wet.
So he passed me in the hallway when he was coming down. He's like, Mascot's name's Stinger. He's like, Stinger, you coming out there with me? I was like, yeah, let's
yeah.
do it. 10,000
yeah.
people arena, just me, him, and his two backup singers on the floor for 10 minutes just running
Just
around.
me and fucking Luda.
Just vibing. And then,
Great question.
And some of the people like in our front office like, who's in Stinger right now? That guy's like really getting after it. Is that the normal guy? I was like, yeah.
What song do you remember? Do you remember anything like that?
Fantasy. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing some of these dance moves out here, but
He's over here in the corners
But-
going this.
I was because indoor lacrosse is turf on top of the hockey rink, so they play off the board. So I was able to like jump up on the glass and just like hype the
Dude,
crowd
that's
up and get after it.
amazing.
So that was like a top moment.
Dude, that's
for
so
Mascot.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Whenever he was like, "Hey, you coming out with me?" Did you say it to him, or did
No,
you
I was
like
like, gosh,
Mascot
I was like, oh yeah, I got this. You got to keep it silent.
I was picturing that. That was funny. Like,
Yeah, I didn't break character. That's the main thing.
Dude, that's
So what is Stinger?
It's a lacrosse dude.
Oh,
Not the
okay.
best
So it's like
costume.
a hornet
Yeah.
or something.
I was gonna say now
It
who's
looks like Owen Wilson.
who has like who has like the ugliest mascot?
That might be that one.
Dude, that's
see.
hilarious. So that's who was dancing with Ludacris.
Yeah. So the vision's terrible
Oh,
in
yeah.
that one. Doesn't have a head, chin strap, or anything.
Trey, for the listeners at home, can you describe what that is? For the mascot we're analyzing?
I mean, you said Vision Owen Wilson, so I would
That's
say
pretty
like a
good.
flat face.
like a cartoon Owen Wilson that looks like he has maybe been homeless and cracked out.
He's just
That's
there. It's like,
amazing.
lacrosse bro, just ready.
That's so cool. Awesome.
Well, I think it's really cool to like expose our listenership to an entirely different industry I didn't know.
Only at the Roundtable podcast.
Yeah. Well, and I made a joke about the furries. Obviously, there's none of that happening.
To be clear.
That's all.
He's like, please don't say it.
No trapdoors happening.
They pay me to put it on.
Yeah.
Process that off the list.
I just want to say that I'll never forget when we were in Ruth Chris downtown.
Yes.
And I saw them and I was like, furries, and you just freaked out. You like pulled out your phone.
Yeah, that was so bad.
Started recording.
All right, quick furry story.
Why don't you tell people what it is first?
It's a group
Google
of
it.
people
Yeah, just Google it. Dan.
that dress up in mascot costumes, not the actual like professional kind, and then they get together and I think they have orgies. I'm pretty sure, and they even, from what I was told, for my first furry experience,
Okay.
I stayed in a hotel.
Your first furry
Yes, yeah, I'm
experience.
going to
How
tell you
many
about it, Danny.
Have you had?
So just 2. My first one was I was in fucking Pittsburgh for something with Mannion over at the NPC, and we're staying at the Onyx Hotel. It's like this really old school hotel. I walked down into the fucking into the lobby, and there's like 5 mascots standing down there, and I'm like,
Horses and unicorns.
oh, all
and
kinds of
like,
shit.
They've got
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I asked the front desk, like, why are all these people fucking dressed up? It's like a Tuesday in the middle of the day. Like, well, there's a furry convention. What the fuck is that? And they're like, and they even, the kitties, they even go to the bathroom in a litter box.
No.
I said, shut the fuck up. Dead serious. So I'm like, this shit is weird, right? So I'm watching, and it's like, and then I'm just like kind of hanging out in the lobby, and there's like a gob of these motherfuckers. So anyway, Then there's like a 5-year, 7-year kind of break. And then me and Trey are downtown at Ruth Chris, and we see some of them walking down the street, which is why I was like, take out my phone and took some pictures. So that's my 2 experiences.
Go get a selfie with them and whatnot.
Yeah. So just to clear up, that's not what Travis is doing.
Not a furry.
So don't be hey, furries, get out of his DMs.
Maybe a mascot OnlyFans or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Show off the abs and just have. No.
Some great content, Cole.
I would love to see, a one-on-one breakout interview with Small Arms Danny interviewing someone who is
a furry
who participates. Yes.
Yeah.
I need to be
feel like that'd
10
be
feet
electric.
away.
Yeah.
Little boom pole.
Yeah,
on in there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we're being racist versus the furries, and we need to be careful about that.
Yeah, I bet they're great people. Yeah.
I mean, we never said that they weren't.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
I know.
We just said we didn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're uneducated.
Yeah.
We need someone to come. Yeah, so shout out.
Cole, what kind of furry would you be?
What's your magical creature?
I mean, there's so many options. I'd have to do more research. I
Bulldog.
don't know.
Bulldog.
I don't know. That's like too sports-ish.
Oh, yeah.
You want like a minotaur?
You
where
need
can
more
do-
feminine.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe like a dragon or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, cool. All right, back on the rails. Where do we go from here, Danny?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just picturing Cole like crawling around like a dog now.
All right, here. I got
Some
all right,
weird
I'll,
shit.
I'll bring it back. All right, so
Good. Bring it back, Cole.
what's something you would tell someone who maybe started out the contest, they got halfway through, they're like, fuck, I just can't do this anymore. They missed the I Still Want Abs contest. What's your words for them and someone who watched this entire year, saw fucking the Benz, saw the Rolex, saw the crypto, and is like, I need to do this?
You just gotta flip the switch mentally. Get after it.
How do they
Don't
do
ever
that,
give up.
Travis?
Just know that there's a bigger goal in itself. You just gotta have that mentality, that dog in you almost, just to go after it.
You were an athlete too, so I think maybe sometimes like you got to tap back into the old athlete of you, right?
Yeah.
Some people were removed from that for a while,
Yeah.
and they kind of forgot like what it felt like on game day or preparation at camp, and
And just
that's
being
really
able to
what
push
it is.
yourself, yeah. Having that drive, knowing you can get 1% better each day and all that. And
Well,
giving up was never an option anytime
Yeah.
during that 12 weeks, or even the still want abs contest afterwards, because
Yeah.
I didn't know where I'd finish. So I was like, after 3 weeks or whatever, and that was a great thing having that on there. I was like, we're going after that too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'll win the Benz, but hell, we might win the I Still Want Abs contest, you
Yeah.
know. So, but yeah, just nut up and
Fucking do it.
do it. Yeah.
So how is that like carried over into like other areas of your life? Because like, you did more personal development. You said you were struggling with that, so you committed to reading more. Like
Yeah.
you
I love the breath work, trying to figure that one
yeah.
out. I bought a horse water trough, trying to do the ice bath and stuff. I don't have a sauna per se. I guess being in the Mascot's pretty much like a sauna, but I haven't done.
Well, we got the one right there
Yeah.
you get to use tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Dustin's gonna lead him through it.
So I was trying to figure out how I can do like sauna stuff without having a sauna and everything.
Just get in the polar bear and stand outside.
Yeah, and then jump in it.
Yeah.
No kid.
Except for you gotta unstrap yourself.
Yeah. So like, throw it. Get in the ice bath with the polar bear.
Yeah,
on.
there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, trying to do more recovery and stuff like that, learning from that, and I've done it probably 4 or 5 times so far during the summer, getting the ice bath, because it does get a little expensive with the ice and one person use. So
I got
need
a
to
quick
do it.
question. This is usually what happens when people get really disciplined. You got some people that really fuck with you, and then some people that just won't fuck with you at all because it's almost too much.
Right.
Did you experience that? I know you had your group of people you helped, but it's like whether it's family, friends, people at work, almost like that dude's weirdly disciplined now. Like we just ain't cool no more. Did you? Or did you not really experience that?
Everybody's pretty
Supportive?
very supportive.
That's cool.
Yeah. So help a guy doing awnings and stuff when we're not Mascot, and some side work and everything, and drove about an hour and a half to do an awning, and I was like, hey, I haven't got my lunges in yet. Let me knock them out before driving all the way back. So I started knocking them out. He got out of his truck, started filming me.
Yeah, that's
to do it.
awesome.
He's like, and cheering me on. I was like, okay, this
That's
is awesome.
cool.
So he's like, yeah, if you're gonna help me out, I'm definitely gonna help you out, support you, motivate you. People
That's
don't
awesome.
get, so we've had like a couple Mascot meetings and stuff, getting ready for the upcoming season. And I was like, my anabolic fasting window's like 5 or 6. I need to eat then. They're like, well, we're not eating till 7. I was like, well, guess I'm not eating then. During that time,
Yeah.
go to Publix and get some burger and everything, eat it on the way there, and then I knew before coming up here we were at Michael Turner's bar down in Atlanta for the preseason game, and everybody's drinking beer, having shots. I was like, no, can't do it. Too close to coming up here, getting the bins, knowing I'm gonna have the shirt off half the time and everything.
You
So
knew
I was
you're
like,
gonna be.
so that was another thing. It was like, okay, well, it's a Monday, and what's a couple more days of, and they're like, ragging me on, trying to get, and I was like, no.
Honestly, that whole mentality of what's a couple more days probably could work for anybody any week of the year, because it's like a couple more days eventually than it is Friday.
Yeah.
That's why I think.
Break it down into compartments.
Yeah, small wins. Cole talks about all the time. I mean, just make it to the next day. Because I always feel like if you can make it through the nighttime, that's usually like the struggle for most people, and get to the next day, then it gives you another chance to build a little bit more momentum. So it's like compartmentalizing those real small wins like that is really key.
Yeah, don't look forward to like the end of the month. Like, I don't know if I can lunge until that, or I don't know if I can stay on this diet that long. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, worry about today.
Yeah, worry about today. You just make it a lifestyle too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. And like people keep asking me like, you still doing that anabolic fasting? I'm like, I just do that.
It's not a diet.
Yeah,
it's what I eat.
The way
I've had people like, are you still dieting? I was like, well, I'm eating what I should be eating, normally. It's like, I'm still in the windows and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe on occasion I'll have to fast all the way through lunch to dinner, depending on a schedule and everything. I will say, back to Trey, being in the mascot suit and sweating your tail off, trying to figure out, do I need more carbs that day? Or do I need to add a sweet potato? Because I do deal with like forearm cramps and calf cramps running around, signing autographs and all that, and trying to find that happy medium.
Yeah.
Like knowing you want to give max effort on your lifts in the morning.
Sure.
But then you've got a 3-hour appearance somewhere later that day, and you still need to be able to
basically
function.
a fucking celebrity for his job.
Pretty much.
Secret celebrity too, It's like that's the fun about it too, Nobody knows who you are. They're guessing. Things out of guys, out of girls, white, black, old, young. You just like you have fun
shredded.
with it. Yeah. Oh, you can do the gritty. Oh. do you know? Can you dab? Can you floss? It's like, oh gosh. Yeah.
That's
and
amazing.
the jerk's actually back too. Doing the jerk. So I did that down at Morehouse, and like everybody lost it.
That's
for an event. So I was like,
do the Dougie?
A little bit.
Dougie.
Yeah.
Talk about training this morning. First time. Well, first off, the first experience in the gym with the guys in the 4 a.m. crew, but you come on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
One, you got
throw me into the fire.
Yeah, one, you got under the band tension, which I respect.
And I haven't been under bands in about 3-4 years,
Yeah.
and that was only single reds back in the day.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
I go, you've been under bands? He goes, I was under a single red like 3 years ago. I go, yeah, today's going to be a little different then.
Yeah.
He's on a 3. The guys that come the first time on the 4 reds aside, I always feel fucking bad for. This one you handled well, though.
At least Seal Lover was like, at least you didn't come on the black days like
yeah,
last time.
Oh, my gosh, dude. But talk about seeing it in person, mentality, strength you saw, kind of just being in the crew. I mean, just as a fly on the wall / being in it, you know what I mean?
You definitely have to stay tight just unracking the bar with 2 bands and 3 bands, then people jumping 45 pounds each time. It's like, let me get that 25 on there.
Yeah,
It's like definitely not as strong to that aspect, but there's no discouragement ever.
Yeah.
It's like, do what you can, and grind it. But seeing some of that weight move so smooth and knowing that I did 135 and locking it out was like a struggle, on that, and then seeing 405 on a couple of the guys just move like there wasn't bands or anything on there. It's just unreal.
Well, yeah. And that's why I told him. He was standing there watching, cheering or whatever, and I go, you know what 135 felt like.
Yeah.
You just watched Tyler and Zach move 4 plates like it was a fucking joke. What'd you finish at? 3 plates? 3 1/4?
3.
I think it was 3
plates.
3 plates, yeah. And it's a 55-pound bar, too. So you
Yeah.
got, I mean, it's like you're watching guys move 500-plus pounds with ease.
The tension. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
It definitely works. I got to find a way to set it up at home and
Yeah.
get the band wave with single bands, then load up from there. But yeah, just the atmosphere alone and the energy. Because I don't work out at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I've been trying since winning the contest, knowing that I'd have to work out at 4 a.m. Trying to get up at 5:15.
I think it's good that you don't, because it's showing people that they don't have
Yeah.
to. Because
Yeah.
everyone thinks they have to, and they don't.
Nah.
They don't have to lunge right after they can lunge at a different time of the day. Like, that's just how we do it.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, just went to bed early, had a pretty good sleep, and then 2:55, 3 o'clock alarm, get a shower going in here, and I was like, I'm ready. It's loose.
Yeah,
Feeding off the energy, walking back and forth. Hamstrings are quite tight after all the curls and stuff, and then knock out some abs, and then hitting the lunges pretty awesome. Just knowing up there at Denison having how many people have gone on that track and lunged and sweated, you know.
A lot of old women too.
Yeah.
Are
they lunging?
I've had 90-year-old people like I would like lunge past them for months. Then all of a sudden I look over and one lady was holding on to the fucking to the fence trying to lunge one day. And I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yes. Just trying it.
Just trying it.
That's why I tell it, like, having coaches and different things come up to me on the track. They're like, oh, you're crazy, bro. What are you doing this for? And just kind of like telling the story of Max Effort, Corey, and everybody that's training and how it works and anabolic fasting and the metabolic rate. And I was like, you don't have to do 800.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for 50, 60-year-old coach or whoever, I was like, start with 10. Go from there. See how you feel. Then maybe do 50 yards. And it's like,
great fucking.
It's going to work. Like, you're going to be sore no matter what. And that's the.
Oh, that's a fact.
And I'll, like, get up in the morning, pull up Instagram, see a lot of probably 5 or 10 people that I follow that have already completed their lunges normally.
Yep.
So I was like, not a huge social media poster. And I was like, that's going to hold me accountable posting on my story. So I was like, and I messaged a couple of you guys like, let me know if I'm like bothering you, blowing you up, tagging you every day. I was like, I don't want to be a bother, but it's gonna like
it
get
keeps you
later
accountable,
in the day.
bro.
Yeah. And then after the contest, I had 2 or 3 other buddies start lunging. So I got one buddy, Cam Wilson, who's 113 days straight at 800 now.
Fuck yeah.
And like doesn't know anything about Max Effort, doesn't know anything about the program, just sees me posting. He's like, I want to change my life and start doing these cardio.
Yeah.
And then he started doing 100 push-ups too, so kind of
So
like
he's
a yoke
getting
city.
there. Yeah.
But he's like, I never thought I would get to 30 days. And then when he hit 100, I was like, sit back and think, you've done 50 miles of lunges. Like when you like try to map it out on like how many lunges have I done? Where could I drive back and forth?
It's so much, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
But
cool.
just seeing like people in your area now that are starting to
It's
pop
the
off
unicorn shit we
lunges and
talked
all
about,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
It's being that
It's
fucking,
crazy.
it's shining light for some other people, bro. Show them the way.
But I just like to go to some random tracks and see somebody else, you know, maybe doing them or putting the work in and
Oh yeah.
like call it Max Effort out in the wild, like somebody I don't know, and just grow that brand and
Appreciate
the
it,
connection
man.
between you know everybody. And just
Well, I can say this for all of us, dude. You're going to be a great ambassador for this contest, represent the company. I mean, the fucking story of what you're doing, you know, professionally, just like the mentality. It's really cool having you on, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And here's to the next goals on the calendar.
Hell
Got to
yeah.
get to a year's worth of lunges and try to do a sprint triathlon too if it works out on
Just
the calendar.
keep pushing the limits, bro.
Fuck yeah.
That's it. Where can they find you at, Travis? What's your Instagram?
Instagram's TC01017.
Yeah, if you guys need some accountability, tag up Travis, get him moving.
Any questions, diet, anything. So
You got him.
I'll answer it.
All right, my dude. Roundtable Podcast. I'm your boy Corey G. Small Arms Danny. At Trey Speedin, the graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak, Travis Coxworth, the I Want Abs winner. We are out.